This is the very first time you're going to see the whole film in full.
yes.
So how's it going to be for you? What are you expecting?
Well, I'm no comment, only because I don't want to have any expectations. But I just know that I welled up 5 seconds ago, and this is the press junket, so
Yeah.
so I don't know.
Probably have to try and keep it together. We'll have to do a Q&A afterwards, and then we're going to do a small performance too. So we have to, try and maybe hold back on some of the. Well, we saw one cut a couple of months ago, and the both of us were in tears on the couch. Within minutes. So hopefully.
Hopefully, there's couches in there.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully, and
comfy chairs.
I want to also just watch it from I can't separate myself, obviously, but it'll be interesting to watch it with people in there who don't have necessarily a strong connection to Kate McGarrigle, really, and I think the emotions will still come across.
And talking about the connections the audience might have with Kate McGarrigle, let's talk a little bit about what made her so special, her music, the kind of life she lived.
Well, I think Kate and Anna, we should say Kate and Anna McGarrigle, because they were really one and the same in a lot of ways. They had a very big international career that they went out and got, but then at a certain point they decided to focus on their children and bring up their kids in Canada, and they didn't necessarily turn their backs on show business. They still did tours, they still made albums, but it really became just one of the facets of their very busy lives, and not like the main thrust of it. So I think in the end, they might have lost a lot of fame or success or money and all of that, but their material remained so pure and so real and so clear on what their lives were really like. And I think that's so much, that's worth so much, and so rare to find these days.
Yes.
And what kind of influence has she had on you both as musicians, not just as obviously as the mother?
For me, you as a young person, you make efforts to sort of somehow be different, because it was always important to somehow sound different, especially for me growing up being the youngest of a lot of people who were writing songs. And then you realize that you can escape, and as I get older and especially now that she's gone, all I'm trying to do is get back to the thing that makes me sound at all like her, So I'm trying to pull that back and get that back, and because I realize that that's really the most valuable.
And the same for you, Rufus?
Yeah, I mean, I've always my mother and I were pretty tight for the whole voyage, and I know everything. I learned everything from her. She taught me everything I know, and I taught her a few things too.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much, guys.